Hi, I'm Sheena Harrison. Data breaches are one of the top risks being monitored in the insurance industry, and experts say healthcare organizations are particularly vulnerable to cyber attacks. Statistics from the Department of Health and Human Services show that there have been at least 125 notable cyber breaches this year affecting healthcare providers, insurers, and affiliated businesses. Those breaches have included private health records for nearly 4.4 million people, according to HHS data. At a recent event, cyber experts from Zurich North America and Red Seal, a cybersecurity firm, discussed how healthcare organizations can better protect themselves and their patients from breaches by being resilient to cyber attacks. Jerry Kane, who is Zurich's cybersecurity director, said hackers are keen to target healthcare organizations because their records include a wealth of sensitive information.
There's a lot of richness to the data that the hackers are going after. In the retail world, when they were looking for credit card data, there's obviously a use for that, but it's got a short lifespan. In healthcare, there's a lot of information in a healthcare record that will allow a hacker to do identity fraud, could also file false claims and generate money that way, or sell bulk information to another organization. So, for example, they might have thousands of records of people suffering from one particular disease or affliction, which would be useful to someone marketing a product that treats that affliction.
While companies should try to make sure that cyber breaches don't happen in the first place, Mr. Kane said it's also important for companies to be resilient if a breach occurs. That's because it can be nearly impossible for a company to fully protect itself from cyber attacks, Mr. Kane said.
We believe that you're never 100% safe no matter how much you've invested in protective technology. And every company must assume that at some point they're going to be breached or maybe have already been breached and they just don't know it.
Ray Rothrock, CEO of Red Seal, said companies can be resilient in the face of cyber breaches by having a plan that details how to minimize the impact of such attacks.
The number one thing is to have a plan and to rehearse it, practice it. Firemen practice. People in the first responder business practice all their physical stuff. The same discipline should be applied to the digital world.
While it may seem daunting to create a cyber resilience plan, Mr. Rothrock said companies can make the process easier and more effective by focusing their strongest cyber strategies on computers that contain the most sensitive data.
You can segment pieces of your network off. If you've got very sensitive information in a server room that, in this example, contains, say, healthcare information, personal patient information, you can segment that from other people. And so you can put all your resources on that piece of the network that's very sensitive.
That's it for this episode of Business Insurance in Focus. For more of our coverage on cybersecurity, visit our risk management channel at businessinsurance.com.